Alrighty then, my royal chums, today I'll be reviewing Fantastic Four. Come on, the theme song's really that catchy, which, by the way, shouts to Mike and Giacchino for doing the score of this movie. He always cooks on any music score he does, ever since Pixar's The Incredibles. But either way, what do I think of Disney's attempt of the Fantastic Four as they finally got the rights? Well, after when Fox, well, I guess you could say foxed up the Fantastic Four franchise multiple times. But now for Disney's attempt, well, just to quote the thing, it's Fanta. It's Fanta.
Say that again?
Fanta. Anyway, all joking aside, this is easily the best Fantastic Four film adaptation since Pixar's The Incredibles. But why is that? Number one, it is the most faithfully comic accurate Fantastic Four film adaptation up to date on the screen, from the references, the 60s design, the production sets, which I will say the filmmaking aspect is like the biggest selling point, which I'm not surprised that the director of this movie directed WandaVision, where you get this very sci-fi 60s Jetsons meets The Incredibles meets Star Trek, and that's what I sense from the vibes of Fantastic Four. But either way, what about the cast themselves? I will be honest, on first impression I'm like, really? Pedro Pascal's Reed Richards? That bro is everywhere, from Star Wars, DC, The Last of Us, Gladiator. But then when he sold me surprisingly on Reed Richards, I mean, despite me and him are rocking mustaches, he nails the intellectual side, the leadership side, but also, you know, embodies Reed Richards in the comics. But also, I will admit, his strange powers does seem a bit silly in CGI form, and the fact that it looks quite wonky in the final act, but he still did a pretty good job in the performance. Also, Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm, honestly the best live-action Invisible Woman, as much as I would thirst for Jessica Alba's version in the original movies. But I feel like as a character, she's well written, she's empowering, but also a good mother figure to the baby, Franklin, but also a good player to the team of Fantastic Four. And Johnny Storm, who's played by Joseph Quinn, easily the best Human Torch by far. Like, he is funny, but also immature, but also has a sense of a growth of an arc that he cares for most of his team members. And I do like his interactions with the Thing. And speaking of the Thing, Ibn Mirage, whatever his name is, I think he was so funny as a Thing, but at the exact same time, it's like, bro, it's honestly so good to see him in the Marvel team. Also, for the other side characters, Herbie is adorable. He kind of reminds me of Wall-E. Galactus, man. We finally got a comic accurate Galactus that's not a fart cloud. He is dangerous, empowering, but also convincing enough to be a big threat in the movie. As for the female Silver Surfer, I think as a character she's fine, but later in the movie you understand why her motivation is so conflicted with the Fantastic Four. If I had to do a couple of complaints, the first act honestly does not have that much action. The CGI probably not holds up. There are like some scenes from the trailers that are completely cut, but other than that, I definitely say this was a fantastic movie. Stay after the post-credit scene. It might set up a certain Avengers movie, and I think Superman, it was a slightly better movie, but Fantastic Four movie, it is absolutely fantastic. It's clobber time!